Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is our third lesson for our introductory unit, and today we're going to look at converting fractions and decimals. We're also going to be adding in reducing fractions. To do this, though, there's not going to be any notes from a book or anything. I'm going to show you everything from Get More Math. Now, this is a skill that I want to show you how to do using our online calculator, because to reduce and simplify and convert, we have that calculator as a tool that will allow us to simply and easily get those conversions for us. So I'm going to get out of this slideshow. And we're going to go to Get More Math. And you can see the first thing it's asking me to do is convert that to a reduced fraction. To do that, we need our online calculator, and that is found in Google Classroom. So if you go to Google Classroom under the Classwork tab, right here is our scientific calculator. So let's bring it up. We've used this before, or hopefully you've used this before at this point. Now, the easiest way to do this so that I can see my Get More Math screen and my calculator at the same time is that I am going to split my screen so that I have Get More Math on one side, my calculator on the other. So we can go ahead and split our screen. Alright, so there we go. We've split our screen. Let me bring Get More Math up. So my first skill that it's asking is to convert that decimal to a fraction. There's going to be a key button on our calculator that we need for today. And you're going to see that it appears right here if I put a decimal in. So let's take this decimal, 0.33, and put it in our calculator, 0.33. Now you'll see that this button appeared. And it is a fraction button, blank over blank. If I click that, it's going to convert that decimal into our reduced fraction. So 33 over 100, that's as simplified and reduced as that fraction will get. So we can go ahead and input that answer into Get More Math. So let's try another one. Convert 0.8 to a reduced fraction. Again, we just put it in our calculator. So then we just click that fraction button. And it converts it for us. So 0.8 converts to 4/5. Now we can do this the other way as well. We can take a fraction and convert it to a decimal. So let's go ahead and put the fraction in here. To do that, this is the button right here that you need to pay attention to. See, A over B. That's going to allow you to put a fraction into this calculator. So click that A over B, and then you can input your 39 over 100. 39 over 100. And it automatically puts it as a decimal. So 0.39 is our answer. Let's do that again. Let's convert 12/13 to a decimal. Again, we'll just put, clear it, we'll click our fraction button so that we can put 12/13 in, and that gives us our decimal. Now, you have a bunch of decimal places here. Make sure that you are looking at the directions. It says to round to the nearest hundredth. That is 2 decimal places to the right. So as I look, I'm going to have 0.92. The 3 beside it is less than 5, so that 2 is going to stay the same. So my answer is going to be 0.92. Now our last skill here is to reduce our fractions or simplify them. So we'll do this the same way we were doing the previous problems. you're going to put your fraction into Desmos. So we have to use our fraction button. So that's 12 over 14. And that gives us a decimal. But we don't want a decimal. We want a reduced fraction. Well, the way to get a reduced fraction is click that fraction button in the answer box. Whoops. And it puts it as a simplified fraction. So 6/7 is the reduced version of 12/14. So one more to reduce the fraction. We'll reduce 8/12. So we'll click our fraction button on our calculator. We'll input 8/12. It gives us a decimal. We've got to click our fraction button. And it simplifies to 2/3. So we'll put 2/3 in our Get More Math. So at this point, you should be ready to go ahead and start your homework on converting fractions and decimals, as well as reducing fractions in Get More Math. So it's 1.3, converting fractions and decimals. Go ahead and work on that. If you get stuck, reach out to me. I will try to assist you. If you're uncertain of how the calculator works, re-watch this video because it will show you the exact buttons that you need to operate your Desmos calculator. If you have your own calculator at home and you're using it and you're familiar with how to convert things, that is just fine. You can use that. But if not, I showed you how to use the Desmos calculator. All right, go ahead and finish your homework so you can get credit for it, and I'll see you next lesson.